Hello everybody, here we are, and let's start working on new features now. So coming back to this one, we have to just simply add more features on our drawing board. So let me just simply turn the chats off. Coming back to this one, turn it off. Hopefully everything's fine right now. I hope I'm audible too. Yeah. So without any further delay, let's simply get going. That's more features part 3. Talking about branches, so these are the branches that I have, and just name it 03. That would be better because it would take a lot of place. So get a branch 03 for now. Later I'll just simply change the name. So get branch. So the name of this is 03 as of right now. The first thing is that we have to add this reset zoom functionality, but before even that, if I go to apps and web, of course inside these features I have editor, and inside editor I have the store of the editor itself. And if I come to editor store here, so what all we have, even inside set we need to have the name and something false and the tool set lock. So let me do one thing. When it comes to updater, so we had this, we had false, and we had this, right? So for that sake, just a minute, let me see if I'm missing something. So we have this name editor store, that is fine. Apart from this particular thing, we have set line, that is fine. This is also okay, and this is fine as well. This is not fine. So what are we gonna be doing over here? That this, as this belongs to the viewport, so it should be viewport slash set pan set, right? Pan object. That's not being set over here. So we have this setter just in here. The next thing is that replace, that's gonna be false. Of course we don't have to replace it. And the third one is gonna be action, that's gonna be viewport slash set pan object. Hopefully this is right, because usually false, and this is how it's done. Inside set we have these three. So inside even an updater we have this and this. So yeah, this is sort of right. Similarly going ahead, and this is already done. This seems to be done as well. This is not, so from here till here. Then replace, that's gonna be false, and this is gonna be for selected shape. So selection, probably selection slash set selected shape. Okay, this is done, but I don't even know what is the use of this, so we'll just make ask ChatGPT right here. So if I just simply copy it, and if I just go here, what's the use of tool slash selected tool? The third argument, this one is used by Zoost and dev tools. Okay, so it is used by Zoost and dev tools. So the signature set partial replace action name is the action name that appears in Redux or Zoost and dev tools. Without it, dev tools will show something generic like any anonymous or set state. And with this dev tools tool select, making it easier to debug and all that is fine, makes sense. It is talking about Zoost and dev tools. Zoost and dev tools. Even there's been something up with, just a minute. So zoo stand dev tools, I definitely need to it's not here. I thought the link would be here, but okay. This is zookeeper devtools zoo. For zoo stand we have it here. Let's simply add it. And I even have redux, but the only thing is that for some reason, if I just simply reload the page, hopefully I need to start it. So run dev. So coming back to this, reload the page right now. And if I go here, so I'm not getting redux for some reason here. We are getting zookeeper here. And when it comes to the states, so none are visible here as of right now. Zoo stand store, okay, that's fine. So let's do one thing. If I actually go here, so when we are using zoo stand.doc, so we need to have dev tools, and actually it needs to be used the right way. So when it comes to using the right way, so we need to have create and then the jungle store, then dev tools, setter, it goes till here, and this dev tools is coming from where? It is coming from zoo stand middleware, and this is the signature to use that. In order to use DevTools from zoo stand middleware, you need to install @redux DevTool extension. Probably this thing I need. DevTools middleware extension without Redux. Read more about this of using Redux DevTools for debugging. Redux DevTools, it is fine. We have used this well. Apart from this particular thing, anyway, going with this, as far as Redux DevTools is concerned, that is working fine. And the second thing that I'm being said or asked to install, that is the DevTools extension library. And once this is done, then I can use it like this. As for right now, what is happening, I am getting this DevTools, and it is coming from zoo standard. So even then, probably I need to just simply add this DevTools extension. Actually, sorry, then it should be n at the end if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so if I just simply install it, if I check the result right now, reload the page, it's gonna compile it again if I'm not wrong. Hopefully this time this zoo stand store is gonna work. I'm not sure why I'm not able to use this Redux. This page is using production build of React. Open the developer tools and components and profile tabs will appear to the right. Filter actions, forget about this. It doesn't seem to have any state here. The value is empty. So there's no way that it works. So manage extension, allow, and let's have a look now. Reload the page. Just a minute, give me a second. So how can we use this? Checking the states. How to use Zookeeper DevTools? Let's ask this to AI. Would be better. How to use Zookeeper DevTools? For Zoostand project like this, I actually recommend built-in Zoostand DevTools, Redux DevTools integration instead of Zookeeper. It's more actively maintained and works. Okay, so Zoostand DevTools recommended. What? For Zoostand project like your clone, I'd actually recommend using the built-in Zoostand DevTools, Redux DevTools integration instead of Zookeeper. Okay, it's more actively maintained and works. So you have to just simply install this, and once it is installed, just use DevTools here, and once that is done, install this particular Redux DevTools, especially for Chrome from here. This one. So the one that I actually got, that's not the right one. So this Redux DevTools, and just recently I got which one? Redux DevTools. Both have the same names. Crazy. So this Zookeeper, forget about this. Redux DevTools I have here. Okay, yesterday I got React Developer Tools. Seriously, I should have installed Redux DevTools yesterday. That is what I was thinking, that I was installing React Developer Tools, and I was expecting Redux to be such a cool thing this is. Okay, fine. It is definitely gonna work this time. So of course not this thing. I'm gonna. Don't I have that? Redux. So let's unpin this. Let's unpin this as well. Coming back to this Redux DevTools, I'm gonna pin this, and what am I gonna do? Manage extension, allow it for it, and that is it. The job is done. Coming back to this, reload the page, and hopefully, not hopefully, I'm not able to see that yet for some reason. So in that case, come on here. If I actually come to the actions, states, I do have these states, but how to make it bigger? Okay, open in a window, open remote dev tools. So it's like open in a new window, open these options. Let's check out all the options here. Pin toolbar, collect errors, things are okay, it should be fine. Nothing suspicious as such. Okay, if I go here, I'm actually able to check the states, but they are here. How to bring it to the console or this inspect section? Port to a file, import from a file, show dispatcher. Am I missing something? Inspect. I'm getting redux here. So I see it in here, but come on. Probably I've disabled it some way. So to enable this, what I'll have to do, come on. If I come here, okay, I'm getting that now. So it was some kind of what bug that I had earlier. I wasn't unable to see this option here. Now I'm able to see. Anyway, let's so that's actually good. Anyway, going ahead, what are we gonna be doing now? So let's close this, 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 this. Okay, what the hell? Localhost 3000/canvas. Coming back to this one, the another thing that is as soon as I am hovering over the cursor, sorry, canvas, at that time the type of the cursor, that should be what type of cursor. So cursor type, so what type I want here, try it yourself. So this, not this, yeah, I want crosshair type, this type I want over there. Okay, now how can we have this type, and especially when do we want this? Whenever I am on, whenever I am on my hopefully this is how it works. So if I talk about select, not really, it is not gonna work like that. So pan, it is gonna have panning. Select, it will have this, then this, 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 this is already fine, and then this. So just a minute, what types of cursors we have here? Crosshair is fine, grab is also fine for panning, move auto scroll and move, okay, that's fine as well. Not allowed, pointer, row size, progress, and then we have row size, text, URL, weight, this, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, we'll see what we do. So it is going to be like this by default if I'm panning. So it is even changing. Wow, never expected this thing. So it is like grab here and then grabbing. It is of this, then okay, at least this remains the same. So at the end of the day we have to work on the styling of the cursor as well. And reload. If I'm over this, no need. If I'm here, no need. But as soon as I come back here, that simply means whenever we are moving, as simple as that. So as I'm moving, I have to check a few things, and on the basis of that thing I'm supposed to be giving it the what type. So let's close everything. If I go to hooks right now, we had interaction, and in the interaction section we have handle pointer down. That is not something we have to take worry about. This particular section, handle pointer move, and whenever we are moving, first of all probably we have to have what, we have to give it just the type, and that type is actually being changed in here. So whenever it is actually being moved and we are getting all these things, then if selected tool is this, then pointer move selection. So this is only happening when the selected tool is select, right? In that case we need to have some kind of logic in here that just simply styles it. So I can say put this logic in a function later. So of course after writing the logic I'm gonna be putting it in a function, but first of all what do we need to do? As we are moving, we already have the event, and apart from this thing we already have the selected tool, and switch statement in here. Selected tool is going to be here, and the first value that's gonna be actually pen, and this particular thing needs to be put in a function later. It is just simply what is this going to be? This is gonna be for change the type of cursor. Alrighty, so let's see. If that is pen, then there are two things, pen or penny, but before that I need to have canvas. Do we have canvas here or canvas ref? We have canvas ref here, so before we have that, const canvas ref dot current. Just like this. If I don't have canvas, in that case of course I'm gonna return. Going ahead, what is the next thing? Once we have this much, so canvas dot style dot cursor, that's gonna be equals to grab. Now I need to be sure what I'm typing here, because grab looks like this, grabbing looks like this. So yeah, by default it's gonna be grab, as simple as that. And again there's gonna be a condition. What's the condition that's going to be? That is the if what is that, pointer refs dot pointer down is pointer down ref dot current. If the pointer is actually down, then it's gonna be grabbing, otherwise it's gonna be grab, as simple as that, right? And let's see whether it actually works or not. It turns out to be working. The only thing is that if I click down, the value of, okay, I can't even see the refs here, but that's fine. It is at least working like this, right? So this is the first thing. What's the next one? So next case is gonna be select And if the next case is actually select, there are many cases, right? And those many cases are actually being covered here. So on pointer move selection, what we are doing here, that we sort of have the logic in here. So if that is actually hovered, then we are changing the update resize cursor. So we are just simply changing the type in here. It actually depends on what? It depends on whether the cursor is actually hovering the shape. So we need to have this. That simply means the logic I have here, that needs to be here. So no need to worry about this. Here I will have common on top. I have common things. So select is already sort of handled here, right? So no need to worry about that. Select is already handled. One thing I can definitely do, that if that is actually equals to select, so by default I have by default what will I have, now what is the type of this selector, default. So by default it's going to be default. And then the next case, of course I'm gonna break from next case, that's gonna be for any shape for that sake. So if that is for rectangle, or that is for case for arrow, after rectangle diamond comes, diamond, or case for arrow, I mean it's gonna be overall same for all, right? Or that is line, even before all these things comes, after diamond ellipse comes. So case for ellipse, and just like this, even we have after ellipse, what do we have? Line we have, after line we have case text, and even that, what else we have? Case eraser, we have free draw, so it's gonna be sort of the same. And this is where we have the logic. So what's gonna be the logic? The logic is gonna be that I have cross here. I'm gonna break. What is the problem? I need to have colon here. Okay, it seems to be all right. Let's see. So if I just simply come back here, of course this just simply tells me that it is sort of but this is how it doesn't work, right? So in this particular case, as soon as I click, it starts panning. Come on, yes or no? Yes. So how can I make it quick? Apart from this particular, let's fix this thing first of all. So as soon as the mouse is clicked, that simply means pointer down over here, and when we are starting the initializes and all, so if that is equals to pan, so one thing needs to be here. So when we are setting the state of the pan, so pointer, even all these things need to be passed at the right places. Pan or is panning. Now of course is panning ref, I don't really have it there. So it's mouse middle panning. So let me go to pointer refs right now. Over here I have this, where is that? Is a middle mouse panning ref, and second one I'll have const is tool, or just simply panning. So do we even need to have this is middle mouse panning? Panning is just panning, right? Isn't that? So even if that is about middle mouse or that is about panning, so if I just have is panning here, whether by the middle mouse or by so in that case is panning here, it's just simply going to be exported. As expected, I'll have many errors here. So the first error is gonna be in not here, that's good. So handle middle mouse pan, in that case is the panning is going to be here. So this seems to be all right. Going ahead, somewhere in here, so if pan is panning, so if selected tool is pan or is pointed down, in that case we have to pan, or if is panning for some reason true, then we have to do it, that is also all right. And apart from this particular thing, probably somewhere here is panning will be false. So if that is equals to 1, we have to just simply set it panning to false, and that is it. And the other thing is that as soon as I click, whenever the pointer down happens, so we have to set pointer refs to panning current, that will be true. So ultimately we start panning. That simply means whenever the pointer actually moves, and whenever we are handling what select, we are handling it here, and on pointer move drawing, we are handling it here. They are the default previews. So is the logic in here, think about it. On pointer move selection, where am I handling or setting the panning? Canvas point, handle pan move. So as soon as I start moving, and if the selected tool is panning, so that is simply means drawing section is actually covered here, right? So let me come back here, and nope. So how is the value of this? As soon as I start moving, what actually happens that the value of is panning changes. So I have to just simply check where all am I using this. Coming back to this is panning. So this is okay. Is panning dot current to true. I have it at two places. The first one is at handle middle mouse down, it becomes true. Second one is when this happens. So how about false? No way. If it is actually being true at these two places, so if I turn it off, it simply means it's not being true. So why is the value changing? As per my logic, come on, that's not sort of, that is definitely here. So we are setting it to true, that is okay. Where do I have the logic pointer down? This is where I am adding the logic. So at this point of time, is pointer down? Yeah, this is the problem. It should be is panning. Sorry, my bad. So only when it is panning, at that time it should be this grabbing, otherwise grab. Reloading the page, it will always be this. But if I just simply uncomment this, reload it, now when the mouse up happens, this is panning should become what? No. So whenever any kind of mouse up happens over here, it's not just about button. So I have to get rid of the state, current state now. it does not work. Only when I move it, then it works. There is something missing. Is middle mouse. I don't have that logic there. And apart from this particular thing, whenever this thing, this whole logic that I have, I actually have it inside move, so that gets problematic. So in that case, where should I have it? Just a sec. If I select anything, of course I need to move this part, panning part. So whenever I change this panning, it becomes that on mouse move. As for changing the value, I need to change the value whenever I click. That's the main thing. So while move, that is equals to pan, we are setting this. Not only that, I'm gonna be setting the canvas style. So in that case, it should be is panning. Okay, sorry, if pointer f dot is panning, so in that case, if that is true, then of course it should be grabbing, otherwise it should be grab. So on pointer up as well. I need to do the same. So probably I need to have a special this special cache for pan only. So let me see. So on pointer up, canvas this, and of course I need to set it false at the top, so probably we can keep it somewhere here. Now it looks great. That's what I wanted. So if I'm drawing this, what the hell? It depends on many things. So let's do one thing. This particular part, right, it needs to be in a function, and it only needs to just simply be implemented when the selected tool is pan, otherwise not. So set panning cursor type. I'm gonna have a function set change cursor type depending on the need, and I just need to call it over and over. So in that case, I don't even need to worry about it. I can just simply do one thing, that is cutting this whole thing from here, cut, and once this is done, I'll actually be pasting it in here. It needs the canvas that is already there, it needs all these things, they are already there, so it doesn't even need to worry about it. And even in the default case, okay, let's not worry about this. Okay, so change cursor type, and we have to pass what? We don't really have to pass anything, just this much is going to be fine, right? So when it comes to using this, so when handle pointer down happens, at that time change cursor type, we have to change the cursor type at this point. And when pointer move happens, so we have to change cursor type. And when pointer up happens, we have to change cursor type. Yeah, we are, let's see. So this is sort of fine. How about this? Okay, we are able to bring it here and there, it is working as well. This way we are able to draw the things, the way the things are working there, just amazing. And that's what I wanted, didn't I? Yeah, and move high, the cursor type changes. If we select one more thing, when I hover over any shape, so what is the that's just the same, so the same type we have here, right? Yeah, it is sort of like that only, that's fine. And how about a text? Let's see what it does when it comes to a text, right? What's wrong with Excalidraw? Okay, it turns out to be really small. In that case, I gotta select everything, delete, come back to zoom level, this. It seems to be like this, right? If I come back to mine, if I just simply that's fine as well, this is nothing but not a bad thing at all, actually. This is pretty much fine. And coming back to the image, let's make it smaller. So this, and overall things are fine. I can't just select them all, that's something yet to be implemented. So we have implemented this thing. Now I'm gonna ask Chat GPT and where change cursor type and where to keep it. Change cursor type, where should it be kept? Should I create a hook for it, or let me just do that? Of course, we don't have to just write the code. Come on, not this. We have to organize it. Is this fine, or can it be better? Suggest good name too, if possible. Most important, where to keep it. But let me see, have a look at the code. When it comes to this, there's no need to create a hook. Change a cursor type is just a utility function that can be even kept inside a utility, because we have to just pass this cursor, canvas. That is it, but we'll see. The function is fine, but I'd improve a few things. Better name, change cursor type, sounds it is actively changing something and doesn't clearly communicate. Okay, so update canvas cursor. Okay, update canvas cursor. Did that. As I did that, I need to change it at 3 places continuously. Okay, apart from this particular thing, simplify switch. So oh yeah, so instead of using switch, I can use if statement, and for these two it's gonna be and for switch. That makes sense, much easier to scan. Sometimes switch works great, sometimes if else works great, and this proves it. So let's do one thing. This is fine. We are handling the panning section, we are handling the select section, and lastly we are handling crosshairs, like in anything else. So we have pan, we have later I'm gonna be adding one more section. That's gonna be if selected tool, and that's gonna be triple equals to eraser. In that case, canvas dot cursor, of course style dot cursor, and that's gonna be equals to something that I don't know yet. Let's keep it default for now, and of course I'm gonna just simply return from here. So type of cursor for eraser, type of cursor for eraser. In canvas. Okay. In here we have something like this. It is like a goal, I mean circular box, circular thing, and then it is just deleting it like this. We will have to create something like this as well. So if we let's do one thing, we will add one more functionality, that is something like red. So you can just simply highlight the things sort of when you are teaching, but this is something I'll have to write the logic for, and there's high chance that I'll have to take the help of AI in it. Like drawing a line is not a problem. As you are drawing the line, it's like it's just being, it is just simply kind of tracking the speed of the cursor. As per that thing, it is being drawn, it is being even deleted. So definitely there's gonna be some algorithm, and guess what, that algorithm must already be written. We'll definitely get it on Google. Coming back to this, what if I go to app.eraser.io, let's see how they have implemented this. Excuse me, let's go. They don't even have the delete button. Crazy. Okay, so we have these many options in here. Let's see if any one of them can be used for delete. Just checking. कहाँ गया भाई? grabbing, help, move, resize, no drop, no, none, not allowed. Crazy. Pointer, progress, how about using weight? Won't weight be, no, I don't have, I'm not getting good types. So let me ask AI directly. कहाँ गया? इधर है. हाँ. So but before even that, this is done. Even better, extract cursor calculation. Get cursor for tool. Amazing. That is great. Happy. So ultimately we have to have a function like this that is gonna be just simply giving us a cursor type for a tool. So ultimately let's do, it's better not to copy paste when you are working with AI. Otherwise I mean, when you write the things you understand better, right? So far we had this logic, and instead of having this logic right now, what we'll do, we'll actually create another function that's gonna be function like this. Get a cursor tool. First of all, this will just simply give us the cursor. क्या कर रहा है? Get cursor tool based on, we'll pass it the tool, so it will get the tool. The type of tool is gonna be tool type once it gets the tool. And after that, what it'll do, if selected tool, just tool, that's triple equals to pen, in that case it has to return. It even needs to get pointer refs in that case. So whatever we are using, let's just simply pass them. So it will have is the panning, what is this now? Should that be is panning, or that should be is panning ref? Come on, am I crazy? Use pointer, I named it is panning, it should have been is panning ref. Congratulations, new errors, sort of new things to fix. Done. Coming back to this, bro, wherever I have is panning now. Hopefully at how many places is panning, is panning, is panning, is panning, is panning, is panning, is panning. That needs to be replaced with is panning ref. Any problem? Yeah, that's fine. Is panning ref, that's gonna be ref object of boolean type. Once I get this, now keep it side by side. So what do we have to return? We have to return, first of all, point is panning ref dot current. If that's true, in that case of course grabbing, otherwise grab. As simple as that. This is the first one. What is the second one? Second one is that we have to just simply return from there, of course. Okay, at the end of the day we are just simply returning, bro. So can't we have it like this? Like else, of course we are returning. Else if tool equals to select, in that case, now either I can select the pen, yeah, one tool can be selected at a time, so that's fine as well. And in else case, that's one more case, that is else if tool equals to eraser. In that case, return type is gonna be none, none not loader not progress. For now, I don't know. And lastly, I'm gonna return cross here. So does it look bad? Let's see if I can use switch statement here to make it even look better. So key is gonna be tool, value is gonna be pen, okay, and here we have a little check. Return this. Second case going to be case select, return what, default. That's fine as well. Third case is gonna be case eraser. For now, return progress. show that. And lastly, if nothing, return crosshair. These like this. So when a hook makes sense, create a hook when cursor logic becomes substantial. For example, use canvas cursor, canvas ref, forward a shape, selected a tool, is dragging, is resizing, is panning. It returns these many things. It just simply changes the cursor type here. Okay. Right now what I'm doing, we are even changing the cursor type directly, and it internally matches grabbing, resizing, mode, text cursor and all. So if I'm sending the canvas ref forward shape and selected shape, it just simply takes care of everything. As for right now, let's be okay with this. I can even keep it so should I keep it inside this. Use canvas pointer. Okay, update canvas. If it's only used there, keep it there. Extract only to the cursor calculation into utils. Okay, what is this? Option 2, only the cursor calculation. So get a canvas cursor, this can be inside utils. Yeah, that's right as well. Yeah, so this particular part we can keep get cursor tool, or what, get canvas cursor. Come on, get a cursor tool, I'm saying. Get canvas cursor, this is the better name, and hopefully, of course, I'm gonna be keeping it inside a utility function. How is this? This is better than the original. I'd make it fully pure. Progressive. So this is what we have, and of course I'm not gonna have it here. So where we'll have it? We'll have it inside utils, right? So I'm gonna have utility get canvas cursor, get canvas cursor dot ts. Just simply paste it here, and of course need to import these types. So tool type, and then we have this boolean here, expect pan. It is giving me testing using vtest and all, but okay, never mind. What next? The next thing is that type for cursor type for eraser. Users typically expect crosshair precise targeting, and eraser crosshair. This is what most drawing applications do when they don't use custom cursor. Better UI UX custom eraser cursor. So what we can actually do, there is the cursor can actually be an SVG. So cursor URL eraser.svg add by it crosshair. Okay, just a minute, give me a sec. Give me a minute. hello, welcome back. This is how apps like Figma, Excalidraw makes a tutorial immediately obvious. My mapping for if that is equals to text, so even this is being added here, so let's just simply do it too. Is text return text, that is also fine. But this crosshair I do not like this actually. Notice then for eraser they are using crosshair. Cursor style can be SVG as well. Can you create an SVG for eraser? अरे भाई ऐसे नहीं, हट. Can you get SVG for eraser? Give me the code. It is just simply gonna create like that only. That's gonna be insane. So that SVG is SVG delete icon. How to add SVG to cursor CSS cursor pointer with SVG. Here we are. So container cursor can actually be an image. Fine, 8 by 8. That is also fine. Now the question is, how am I gonna be implementing this? It is sort of the same. Icon.svg, and I think that's the same kind of icon it is actually creating. It has done that. Reload the page. Here we are. Let's see what it has. What the hell? Online boards DOARDs. Which one this is gonna be the one? Let's go here. Ice board. Get started. How do they delete? What the? Okay, here we are. Right now I'm gonna go with the progress and later I'll replace that with something. अरे कुछ भी कर दो, select by who cares. Create a new one. create idea board. Okay, this seems to be fine. Start blank. There is good. Hi. What's this? Eraser is just normal here. In our case, in my case, what I'll do? What is this? What am I doing? Start meeting, live presentation. Live presentation. Wow. We can start a meeting, we can open a chat, we can do this, that, start a meeting. This functionality I'm gonna add in mine. Start a meeting what means if you click on this, people are gonna be joining on the left side, the board is gonna be here, and then you'll be able to see the people, you'll be able to chat with the people. So I'm gonna add this in here, open chat. Here we are. Hi there. I'm gonna add this functionality, this feature, definitely. And share, you can share the link with somebody. Oh, lovely. I was thinking of just adding this, but I wasn't getting, like, I wasn't sure idea, but now I'm sure about it. Here we are. Definitely this feature is gonna be added. I'm gonna be using WebRTC for that. Superb. We will have AI as well in our generate a circle on the board. Can it do that? We'll integrate an AI assistant that can just simply generate the shapes that you want it to generate. At least I have these things in my mind. So this one here, we have this. Oh wow, I mean, amazing. In here, what it is doing that, oh, as expected, this was the same behavior that I was having with the Excalidraw clone app. But okay, that's fine. As soon as the shape is selected, we get these many features there. In my case, I get them on the left side. Okay, at the end of the day, we are working on the clone of Excalidraw clone, so that is fine too. Anyway, it works great. Let's see how many things we can implement. As for right now, let's just simply have this progress here. So it's not being implemented yet. Come on. Generate, we have to pass these two. Okay, so this particular thing we have already done. Coming back to this one, we have get canvas cursor. We don't need to have it here. So what are we actually gonna do in here? That is probably, why not? So let's just simply get rid of this, and that's actually a function inside a function. Update canvas cursor. This is insane. Okay, so we have update canvas cursor. Hopefully that's the name that's being used over here. Yeah. Coming back to this one, canvas dot style dot cursor. That's gonna be get canvas cursor. We'll have to pass tool, we'll have to pass is ref, okay, let's just simply pass tool and is panning ref. Ref does not need to be passed here. Instead of this thing, it will give me the cursor, so it should be working fine. This doesn't seem to be working. In that case, what is the issue? Yeah, we are not passing the values. Coming back to this, these values actually need to be passed. In that case, let's not worry about passing them here, or we need to. Let's not worry about passing. Let's just simply pass. That would be better. So is panning ref we'll have here, or even to be precise, I'm gonna have just is panning. That's gonna be boolean, and is panning. This is simple function, update canvas cursor, and wherever we are updating, so we have to pass the selected tool and is panning. So here selected tool and is panning ref is panning pointer. Here we are. So we are gonna be passing this, and it needs to be done in 3 places. Selected tool, I think that needs to be done. So what am I passing here? Selected tool. Then pointer reps dot is panning ref dot current. Hopefully this is gonna be alright. And at last I have the same thing here. Selected tool pointer reps dot is panning ref dot current. Okay, let's see how it's gonna be going on. Delete. If we select eraser once, it always remains the same. Eraser doesn't switch back directly. So what do we need to do? If that is equals to select or eraser, selected a tool, if that's not if that not equals to erase, in that case you have to switch back to select. So now it will always be like this. Delete. Okay, this is better right now. We'll see later what we actually do. So this, it is even working quite well. This, and later what will happen, that we will have a few types buttons here. One of the button will be start meeting, and when that meeting starts, automatically what will happen, a pop-up will appear here on the left side, and that will be movable here and there, or we'll just keep it on the left side. No, that will be just drawable here and there. So we'll see exactly how we build this, but when we click on that, a pop-up will appear. We can just simply keep it here and there wherever we want, and and that is gonna be the interface of sort of Google Meet. So you can share the screen, you can talk to the people, you can see them, you can send the chat messages and all. So this is how it's gonna be going on. We'll see how we implement this, but this will definitely be implemented. Okay, so we have done this. So this particular thing is done too. What is the next thing? Around 200 lines of code we have here, that is fine. Okay, what is the next thing that we can do here? Let's cut this thing from here. What was the next to do? To do. Add a reset zoom button. Whoa, it's not that. I mean, it is easy. Come on. I'm saying it's not that easy. Coming back to this editor store. So, by the way, should be is logged, and this should be set is logged. Set is logged. The naming is wrong here a bit. So let me go here. Logged tool not, it should be is logged, and this should be set is logged. Now fine. Now but wherever you have used logged tool, so that needs to be replaced. Turns out I haven't used any here. Great job. Set log. So use set log. So it should be use log. Here this is the first place where I used this, and I named it this. Now it needs to be named something else. So I need to go to where? I need to go to selectors. Text history, text editing, shapes and interactions. This is the place. It should be is logged. It should be set is logged. And use is logged. It should be use set is locked. This is done. Now the main game will start from here. So use lock tool. So I have it here. First of all, it needs to be removed, and then use is locked, and use set is locked. Fine. So this is the first thing. So let's check exactly at how many places I have this. How many places do I have this? And use set is logged. Coming back to this. So that is it, done. I mean, I think this was the only one place where it was used. And when it comes to reset, so we must have a reset button here. Lock, open, where are we? Lock button, okay, that's not the one. So I have to go to the lock button. What? I have to go to where? Canvas, zoom controller, and we have handle reset zoom. We are not really doing anything here. So So in that case we have set scale, don't we? Yeah. So whenever we are increasing, what we are doing that set scale is actually being as new scale, that's just sort of being calculated here. So handle zoom in out, based on that we are getting the new scale, and on the basis of that thing we are just simply setting. So the simplest thing would be that set scale and set it to 1, and as simple as that. Let's check this thing out, bro. Here we have drawn this, here we have drawn this, here we have resized them well. Come on, here we have this is good. So now here we have resized it, and if we zoom in, zoom out, it works great. And if I click on this, it comes back at 100, but things do not appear. Eh? Wait, what is happening? I'm able to zoom in, I'm able to zoom out, then 100 goes that side. And there, nothing is happening. It complete, they do not disappear, they go to the backstage. Why? It should be coming here back to the center. Resetting means I'm not resetting one thing. Handle reset zoom, not handle just reset. Set scale offset, I have to reset everything. So that's gonna be x0, y0, array set pan. Don't I have pan here? Const set pan offset restore set pan offset. From here I got that. Set pan offset x0 y0. Let's see how this works. Suppose I drew something, I kept it here, I zoomed it. Oh no, it just simply comes back there. So we have to just simply remove this scale offset, we have to make it 0, and the job should be done. We are scaling it and all, we are doing these things. If we click on 150, that's what we wanted, didn't we? God knows. If I keep it here, if I zoom, yeah, that's what we wanted. Congratulations, that's implemented. But if we just simply move them, if I click on this, if I move it here, and then if I click on this again, and if I just zoom just like this, if I click on this, it comes back there only, it doesn't come back in the middle, because we are just simply setting resetting the scale offset and scale. If I reset the pan, then of course it will come in the middle. So by mistake, suppose I did this, so that simply means if I keep it there, if I zoomed and if I click 130, it comes back here. So like, yeah, let me draw it. I drew it, now I'm moving it there, I even scaled it, it's back there again, right? So that is what happens when you do let's do one thing. I'm gonna create one more function that's gonna be visible probably here in the middle of the screen, and that will be resetting. So this is it. This is handle reset zoom const handle scroll back. Of course this is not going to be implemented here, but at the end of the day we have it ready. So let me cut it. When you want here this particular thing is implemented with Excalidraw. Suppose you went scroll back to content. If you click on this, it will be back to the 0th level. Of course. Let me delete this. Delete, and suppose I do something somewhere here, and now I sent it backwards, I mean far away. And now if I click on this button that I actually get here, so it comes back in the center. I don't really want it in the center, but I want that now far away. They sort of appear in the center, appearing in the center. In my case I don't want that. Handle is scroll, so I just want them to be wherever they were drawn, so they are gonna be back there. So this particular functionality we will be implementing soon. Of course this hasn't been implemented yet, so implement it later. Coming back to this, move it and zoom it, whatever, do that. Of course I need to move it here. Yeah, that does simply works. Okay, what is the next thing that we can do? Reset is already done. Resize the text, that's something needs to be implemented now. Oh, how long has it been? Let me take a break for 5 minutes or something. After that I'll be back after 5 minutes and all, and then we'll continue to work from here on. And of course we have to work on many things, so let's just simply get them done one by one, and then we'll see how it goes. See you soon, take care.